Hello there and welcome to my reaction to gaming hot takes that will melt your brain by the Actman. This is my favorite videos of Actman and I can't wait, so like, comment, subscribe, become a member, let's begin. I forgot that I stopped saying that, but whatever.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today
Indeed it
I'm going to
is.
fry your brain with even more terrible gaming hot takes.
So come on down to the barbecuer.
What?
Oh, shit.
Given the immense popularity of the GTA series and its controversial nature,
Yeah, there's gonna be a
always
lot of fakes about
hoopla
GTA 6.
surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto.
It
Yeah.
took 75 years and
The what?
countless billions of dollars to train our soldiers to kill. Today,
Huh?
$60 buys your kid the same thing. Whatever happened to Pong?
Oh, GT morality? Okay, I was curious what the red word was, but... Is that a new take or is it the old... Because the quality of the video is kind of old? Is it about the new game that games cause violence nonsense again? Is that an undying topic? I hate it. They don't. Move on.
Luckily, the reveal of GTA 6 was no exception.
I think it was
gremlin
old,
and
yeah.
Ghoul, every ghost and goblin came out of their dungeons to give their take on it. Now, before we dive into some of the controversies surrounding GTA 6, I wanted to check back in.
Also,
on the
please don't
console
mention
fanboys
anything on my
and see how the
forehead.
console war has gone.
I'm very
I'd rather
self-conscious about
smoke
that
meth
dot.
Than play Xbox. Oh wait, I already do. Jesse Pinkman has entered the chat. This is the only
Okay,
time
I
you
mean,
can use this meme
sure.
in a literal sense. Now, most people, myself included, would have naturally written this post off as bait, an obvious troll. Except
Yeah.
that he posted a picture of himself smoking meth. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
he
show it
did?
for monetization reasons, but I ran this through a reverse image search. This is legit. We always make jokes like, wow, that's crazy.
Huh.
That thing you just said. What are you, high on crack? Methamphetamine?
The guy committed. I
This
can
guy
only...
is. He is.
I-
Now, this guy
I-
could
I can
really
only
use some help from the
respect that.
sponsor of today's video,
Oh, that's where you look
BetterHelp,
different, okay.
The largest online therapy provider. Are the terrible hot takes from console fanboys taking a toll on you mentally? Or do you deal with actual real problems like a normal person?
I'm not gonna skip the ad because I'm using his content, so I
Easier, more accessible
watch
form
it,
of
but
therapy. You can have sessions through
I'm
phone,
confused a bit about BetterHelp because wasn't there a
for you.
controversy
30,000 therapists
and people always
and you have access to
like
the
making
right
apology videos because
If
they
your therapist isn't the right fit,
advertised
you can
BetterHelp
at no additional cost. Fellas, it's okay to
and then
talk
it
about
was
your
back.
feelings.
I've
Therapy
seen it on
is
multiple ads in the
has helped
past
me
few
in the
months.
past. It's time to take back control of your life and start living a
I've
better
seen the
life.
ad on multiple videos in the past few months, what I meant to
Use
say,
my
but
link,
still.
betterhelp.com/actman.
So I'm a bit confused. Is it good again? Was it ever good?
Be supporting the channel.
Whatever.
betterhelp.com/actman. Link in the
Let's go back to
description.
hot
Thank you,
takes.
BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
Now, how about them Xbox fanboys? What are they up to? Hashtag justice for Starfield. Hashtag fuck the Game Awards. Hashtag Xbox. Hashtag Starfield. Ooh, this
What?
is getting good. They want you to believe this
Oh, like better than Starfield?
is better than this.
If this is real,
Don't watch the Game Awards.
if that was real, that was a terrible plea for Starfield. Like the moment that was shown, it was a terrible choice. I bet there are much more interesting and action-packed moments in the game than shooting a rat or whatever it was. So I actually just perfectly skipped through it. What was it? Immature Cataxi Hunter. A cat, not a rat. Great. There were definitely better moments to show. I don't know. Still a dumb take, but
Epidemic. It is known to cause scarlet brain rot. Scientists are hard at work searching for a cure, but as of this moment, sadly, none exists. Look, man, there's nothing wrong with liking Starfield. I have some very critical opinions on the game. However, there's some things I really enjoyed about it. But why? Why would you pick the most boring fucking clip
yeah, exactly. That's my
to try and
point.
make your case? You made the game look worse than it actually is. Also, why pick Mario Wonder
Maybe.
as your target? Are you trying to say something like, oh, Starfield's for mature, badass, hardcore gamers, and Mario's, that's just kiddies?
Possibly, but for me, I haven't heard I don't have a Switch, or I like am much interest in Nintendo games, so maybe I'm just out of the loop. But I haven't heard about Mario Wonders until I saw the nominations for Game Awards, so it kind of flew under the radar. But still,
stuff. Is that the implication? Also,
not like it won
one
anyway.
said, you know, you could have asked for permission before taking my footage for this terrible video. Instead of posting cringe on main, you could have said something like, you know,
Really, he recognized
I
it?
like Starfield, and I don't have to prove anything to the people that disagree with me.
There's like 2 seconds of Mario Wonder, and it's like, oh, I did that.
Is it so difficult to just shut the motherfucking hell up about a game that was never meant for you in the first place? Starfield is for Xbox fans. Fuck off.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
True. How is it for Xbox fans? I get it that it came out on Xbox, but it also came out on PC. And it's not like games are made for the fans of the console. Games are made for the fans of, well, I don't know, games? Like, I like open world exploration. I love space. So Starfield should have been just directly into my, I don't know, head. It was made, it feels like it was made for me, like on paper, but then I played it a bit, and it was a Bethesda game, which is, you could take it as bad or good. For me, it's kind of good. I did enjoy previous Bethesda games, but still, I either wasn't in the mood, or I grew out of that type of games, or maybe just oversaturated myself with them, with like Skyrim and Fallout 3, Vegas 4, everything pretty much made by Bethesda. But still.
My brother in Stendar, Todd Howard, has spent the last 12 years trying to sell Skyrim to everyone, and he has succeeded.
It's going on
60 million
13th.
copies and the 7th best-selling game of all time. Of course he made Starfield to appeal to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
What are you, fucking stupid?
Imagine trying to get
I mean, that's how it normally is. There are games that are made specifically towards a certain demographic, but I feel like most game developers would like their game to be played by most people. That's how they get the most revenue, and just probably seeing more people play their game is more just emotional enjoyment out of it, not just financial. So, yeah, I don't know.
keep something so widely accepted as a Bethesda RPG, especially from someone who's a clear fan of Bethesda RPGs. This is a great
Yeah.
video, by the way, by Nakey Jakey. It feels like this person's sense of identity and worth is
I don't think I've
directly
seen that
tied
one.
to this thing that they enjoy, and they personally take offense when other people
Almost
don't
a mil
feel the
views in
same
16
way.
hours.
This is an
Jeebs.
extremely
Jeebus
unhealthy
Crimbus.
mindset to have. By the way, when are all you fucking bastards gonna stop saying mean things about 50-cent Bulletproof? Okay? Fuck off. That game wasn't made for you.
I'll be in touch.
It was made for rap fans.
You're out of orange juice.
Yeah. Have some self-respect for yourself, guys. Do not be a console fanboy. Trust me. Oh,
Yeah.
here's a spicy take. This
It's a bit odd.
is disturbing. Young men prefer playing video games over casual sex.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Holy based, Batman!
Yeah,
What
Maggie.
a study! Men are getting smarter. Men are finally realizing that starting your third playthrough on Red Dead Redemption 2 will be a much more fulfilling experience than hooking up with some chick you never want to see, talk to, interact with.
Yeah,
or
and
hear
it'll
from
take
ever
longer.
again. Hey, Jessica.
It's a longer
I know
enjoyment
this
period.
is a little late, but I'm gonna have to cancel on tonight. Family emergency. Something really important just came up, and I cannot put it off. I gotta take care of it right now. I mean, this isn't really a hot take, but it is kind of funny. Like everything in
Yeah.
life, including video games, casual sex is something to balance. Sometimes it can be good fun, and sometimes it is a complete waste of time. It's kind
True.
of like chasing a high rank in League of Legends. I can make this
Well,
joke. I was in the top 1%
playing League is already
North
bad.
American players at one point. I was getting 0 pussy. All right, so this next one is
And now everything changed. No longer
That smell.
in 1%.
The smelly smell. The smelly smell that smells. Smelly.
this is what good parenting looks like. The dad, not the mom.
All right, Chief.
What?
Time for
Okay.
homework.
One more level.
You got a book report, buddy.
I'll do it later.
Classic book report. I don't know if schools still do this, but nothing was more
I don't know.
procrastinated than the mandatory summer book report.
It's late.
So what is a book report? I'm not sure if I never done it in school or it's something like, or is there an equivalent that I've done? Is it like a summary of the book you've read? Is it just a list? For the summer we had like a little a notebook, and we had to just make a list of books we've read. Or maybe it was already a list of books that we had to fill in, and thus we had to check, like, yep, read that one, something like that. But I remember also doing it, not over the summer, but like a summary of a book I had to put in.
But I could stay up.
I should probably speak to my wife about this so that we appear to be on the same page and do not argue in front of our child, leading them to speculate on which of us he should listen to.
But that's not gonna happen, is it?
Hey!
Turn it off.
I can't see.
Turn it off.
Mom, tell your husband to move.
Why does the dead actor look familiar though?
He deserves what's coming to him.
Just let him finish, honey.
Nah, fuck this kid.
I've never understood that. I've seen so many like Reddit posts or just posts in general or stories I've heard that where someone's like, yeah, my parenting thing where I took the console or the PC or a phone and I broke it. Because like if you plug it like that, you're definitely gonna break something. Could be just the wire is irreplaceable, but not necessarily. You can break like the socket or maybe even the motherboard inside. Who knows? Could crack. But it's like you paid for it. And then you broke it. So you're down like a few $100 for the console or a phone. A phone could go for or PC could go into thousands. But like, what now? Are you gonna pay to replace it if the child behaves well or whatever is your parenting style? I don't know. It just seems weird to me.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Vance, this is your moment. Everyone in the room thinks you're a total badass. Oh my
Yeah, and Thrash.
So big. So big. Oh yeah.
You bought it. You spent money on it.
Oh, I just made a statement.
Book report. Now!
And that's how you get your kid not talking to you when they turn 18. They go just no contact. Maybe if you're lucky, low contact.
Oh my god, I married a complete fucking
Yeah, I did a
psycho.
divorce.
I'm gonna have to go through another divorce. Okay, so for
Another?
those in the
Alright.
back that did not get the memo, good parenting is as follows. If your child does not listen to you, destroy something they love in front of them. If
That
think
you
this is good
bought.
Parenting, might I recommend?
There's no way the child, like at whatever age, 12 maybe, got a job and bought a multiple $100 console. No. They might have saved the money that you gave them for like lunches or whatever.
A life of
But-
celibacy, perhaps a vasectomy.
whatever.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap!
No way would this type of behavior ever create some type of long-standing resentment. You ever wonder why your child always had sleepovers that
Is that just some kind of an actor that was relatively popular before and now it's not so much? I recognize the guy. But I feel like he was skinnier before. Maybe he just looks like someone who's
every other kid's house and not yours? Yeah, you are the reason why. Look, we have to acknowledge what
it's
this
fine.
is. Rage bait. And yes, I am falling for it. There are people that think this is genuinely what a strong, dominant male father figure
Yeah,
is
it
like.
is not.
No. This is the house that none of your friends want to go to. But,
Yeah.
you know, if the father did the right thing and simply took the power cord, well, this clip wouldn't have gone viral. The director's
Yeah,
sitting behind
true.
the scenes like, no, we gotta ham this up with drama. Rip that fucking console out.
It's a place, even though you have a console that you can play with friends. I wouldn't go to a house like this for a friend. I would go to a house of someone who doesn't have a console, but also doesn't have an asshole father.
The wall, make a big ass scene. Throw
Maybe
it
it's
in
just
the trash
me.
can, pour milk on it. Why stop there? Get out the gasoline from the lawnmower. Pour that shit in there. Set it ablaze. Watch the house burn down with your child in it, just to show him not to wait to do
Yeah.
his fucking book report. That's what a real dominant father would do. Now, I've been
And burn
teasing you long
every
enough. It's time to get
library,
into
so
the
there are
juicy
no
stuff.
books
You
to
know,
report on.
society is in its final stages when a new GTA game comes out, and people aren't saying the dumbest shit ever about it. It's tradition.
In Grand Theft Auto, your son or your husband or your boyfriend or whoever can hire a prostitute, have sex with her, and then
So this is
beat her
about
to
GTA
death
4.
with a baseball bat. When a police officer comes after him, he can either light that police officer on fire or cut him in half with a chainsaw. This
Untrue.
is entertainment?
I don't think there was ever that much gore in GTAs. I could be wrong and misremembering something, but I think at most you can leave people headless, but you can't cut them in half. In any of them, including like the latest 5. Am I wrong? I'm not sure.
This series always seems to ignite a debate around morality and should video games include X type of conversations. Now, of course, there's the low-hanging fruit. Why are the Zionists at Rockstar Games releasing this sexualized video game for children in America?
Oh, good
Get
God.
GTA 6 trending right now! Okay, so I did a little research on this guy, Jackson Hinkle, and apparently his claim to fame is spreading misinformation on social media. His Wikipedia page has
God.
6 paragraphs about it. Yep, there it is.
Perfect.
This user is
Pro-Russian.
known for spreading misinformation to boost
No,
engagements and
no.
interactions. Twitter is so scuffed. How does made-up bullshit and blatant lies like this get 20,000 likes? Rockstar Games does not stand with Palestine. Get banned GTA 6 trending. GTA 6 is haram
Okay.
Zionist propaganda.
Wait. Is that a screenshot for something? This post is misleading. I wanna read that thing. That's like those things, the community notes, I think they're called. I'm not using Twitter much, if you couldn't tell. But that's my favorite part of Twitter. That's always neither interesting or hilarious. Like if someone's trying to be like a badass, this guy, and then the community notes is like, nah. Or it's someone posting something and the community notes is actually more information about something. It's a very good feature. I like that. But like, was there an Israeli flag in the... or a Palestinian flag? I don't know what this is, I'm sorry. Was there this flag in like a GTA 6 trailer? Does it have anything to do with GTA 6? Is the mod for GTA 5? What is this?
And GTA 6 trending. GTA 6 is haram Zionist propaganda. This guy is making the community notes team work overtime.
Nothing showing GTA 6 saying anything about Zionism in Israel. Okay. Pure speculation. I feel like there has to be a little bit of evidence for it to be speculation. This is pure nonsense at this point.
Isn't it kind of crazy though that you have people grifting GTA 6 by just like making up bullshit lies, and then you look at Jack Thompson and he had better rhetoric than this guy? Isn't that insane? Jack Thompson was a
I don't know what that is.
He
Oh.
wanted GTA banned because of the violence. Now
Is it the guy from the
people
news
want
that was
banned
earlier?
just to get engagement on Twitter. In a response to a tweet
I mean-
about one user not playing any GTA games,
GTA 1, GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA 4, GTA 5, GTA 6. Interesting. So this person then played Vice City and San Andreas. Right? It's not listed. Also, you don't have to put GTA 6 in this list. Because no one played it yet. But whatever.
the owner of Twitter,
Go off.
X, Elon Musk said, tried, but didn't like doing crime.
Oh, I remember
GTA 5
this.
required
Like, you can kill cops in
shooting
this game,
police
couldn't.
officers.
Yeah. I just couldn't do it.
Just couldn't do it.
My
There
God.
you are, robbing
Oh,
a bank
no,
in
it's
your
the terrorist
crime-based
video.
game, and all of a sudden, you're a cop killer.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this. Yet there it is. Elon, I know exactly how you feel, man. I tried playing Counter-Strike, right? But in my first match, I got put on the side of the terrorists.
No.
Just couldn't do it. I just couldn't plant that bomb. And you know what else? Tried Red Dead 2, but I didn't like doing crime. Game required me to rob a train in Chapter 2.
Couldn't
I just
do it.
couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
I understand
God.
you.
Elon Musk, when he boots up Jet Set Radio Future,
I like that.
just to
I've been seeing his Ackman's streams popping up here and there with him playing Red Dead Redemption 2. And now he's gonna be making references to it. Maybe he did make references before, but it's just now makes much more sense.
Graffiti on the walls. No. Wait. Who the fuck buys a Grand Theft Auto game and thinks, I sure hope I don't have to shoot
Yeah, in the title of the name,
when combined resemble
it's a crime. Grand Theft Auto, just in general, is a crime.
back you up. I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional. Never finished GTA 5 either.
Objection!
Ian
Is
Miles
it?
Chung has written up to 255 GameRanks articles covering GTA 5, including descriptions of personally killing or evading virtual police in the game's single player.
Like, I would get an article or two, and you're trying to avoid that because I think people will never find it. But up to 255?
But here's my favorite response to these tweets. The Blue
Steel
Whale's
Grey, more
vagina
like Steel...
is now the second biggest pussy in the world behind you three. You know, I'm getting pretty tired of video games being used as a chess piece in the culture wars by grifters like this. But this is the way things
I mean,
always
media
have been
pieces
and
always
will
were used
be.
as
This
chess
is
pieces for this
Back in
virtual...
2020, Rockstar
Not
Games
virtual,
actually had
imaginary
cops and robbers mode planned for
culture
GTA
war.
5. But something else happened in 2020, and they shelved it for understandable reasons.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
not the best time to release a mode like that. But it's been
Yeah.
3 years, man, and there's still this dumb stigma around portraying cops and law enforcement in video games. If you can be a cop, well, that's a problem. If you
Yeah,
can shoot a cop,
that's also a problem.
too. If you can equip a police-themed nameplate, that's a problem. You get it all out, remove it all.
And is it just me? I'm not an American, obviously. But like, a lot of those issues are like strictly American. But the entire world has to suffer. It's not much suffering. It's such a first world problem. Oh, we didn't get a mod to play as cops, or like articles saying bad things about the game I enjoy because I play as a cop or something like that. It's nonsense. But this is like an American issue, and I understand that a lot of games, especially like GTA, made by an American company, so it's fully totally understandable. But it's just like, yeah.
Oh boy, here we
Odd.
go.
It's just
Andrew
feeling
and
odd.
Tristan Tate are
Oh,
against
God.
GTA 6's violent themes.
New GTA 6 is out. Have you ever played any GTA? This is a genuine question. I've never played any of them.
I believe that I played the first one.
I thought he was in
That's
prison.
a top-down, bird's-eye view, kind of 2D game without any real graphic violence back when I was maybe 10 or 11.
Okay, so one of you has never played this series, and the other hasn't played it since it was a completely different genre. Now let's hear what these well-informed men, experienced GTA players have to say about the series.
Video games aren't necessarily evil.
You know, my brother once told me that nothing someone says before
That's a
the word but
good start.
really counts.
But you know, I remember
I
when
mean,
video
yeah.
games, because I'm very old. I remember you used to play a little man in a red hat trying to rescue a princess and teaming up with your brother.
You can still do that. Literally. Especially when you said teaming up with your brother. I haven't seen Mario Wonders, but as far as I know, there is co-op in the game, and I'm assuming you can play as both Mario and Luigi. And it's a very recent game, so you can do it. One of Mr. State, I think.
Remember when Mario was the thing?
Yeah,
Remember
exactly.
guys? My God, man, it's like you broke out of a time capsule from 30 years ago.
You're old.
Now, if rescuing purity from evil while teaming up for your brother isn't a good theme of a video game, then I don't really know what is. I'm not a fan of anyone under the age of 18, 21 maybe, playing video games where the goal is to shoot police officers.
It's never a goal. Like, if you're talking about GTA, of course they are very, very informed people, as we figured out earlier. But it's never a goal. I don't think. The only GTA that I finished fully is 5. I played quite a bit of San Andreas, I played a little bit of Vice City, I played quite a bit of 4, a little bit of 3. But I've never seen, like, specific goal, kill cops. I've never heard anyone talk about how the the very last mission in the game is kill as many cops as you can or kill a cop boss. Like, I know in San Andreas there are like bad cops, the part of the main story and stuff, and obviously they're... But what I'm saying is, what I wanted to say was, not everything is black and white, saving purity from evil or whatever he fucking said. Yeah, a lot of things, everything in life isn't black and white. So having games reflect that. Like, there are movies that reflect that, right? There are a lot of movies that don't and just put stuff as black and white. But a lot of movies reflect that it's... most of stuff is like gray. Someone is more evil than good, but someone is more good than evil, but they both have neither good or bad characteristics in them. Like, if movies can do that, and like cartoons and, I don't know, books, any other media can do it, why can't games? Like, you play in GTA, in most Rockstar games nowadays. I'm saying nowadays because there was a L.A. Noire that they just dropped. But, like, they're probably never gonna make a sequel to it or a remake or anything, which is a shame. But you play as a bad guy. Neither is it... If it's Red Dead Redemption, it's an old-timey bad guy, but in GTAs, it's more or less... It's still usually, like, 10, 20 years ago from the date of the game coming out, until now, I think. Now, GTA 6 seems to be happening exactly the same year it's coming out, or, like, around that. You play in as a bad guy, but it's not like you're ultimately the worst one and, I don't know, destroy the planet or whatever, or it's totally selfish. No, there are values in it that you have, that your main character has and side characters have, that are good. You maybe have to be a bandit because of some kind of broken system, how a lot of people in reality are. It's I don't know, it's a shit take, but it's the Shit Brothers... Probably the ultimate shit takers. Shouldn't have said that, but...
All these guys' heads would explode if you showed them Modern Warfare 2's campaign. This is the same stupid argument that's been debunked countless times over the last 20, 30 years. I never thought, in my wildest dreams, that Andrew and Tristan Tate would start sharing the same talking points as Hillary Clinton and Jack Thompson. What else did the Goober brothers have to say?
GTA 6.
Okay.
Which looks like a fun game.
Yeah, it looks like a fun game.
Do you know why it's fun?
Because you can make a bunch of money and go around and do what you want and drive fast cars.
Have a bunch of girls, but then you get to be big and strong, get to be a boss.
Get a bunch of girls, probably not. At least not specifically GTA 6, because of... it seems like two main characters that will be there are in a relationship, and probably you can do... Like, lore-wise, you're not going to be cheating on each other or whatever. I don't know. The game hasn't come out yet. So maybe that one is off, but most of this is relatively correct, I guess.
Do that in GTA 6, yeah.
Tristan, don't you understand that our life is actually GTA 6?
So you're saying that we could...
So you're saying that we are dating? What are you talking about?
And instead of looking at our GTA 6 garage of 12 to 13 cars that you've accumulated that are digital, that aren't real, we can look at our garage of 50-something cars which are real. We can drive them in real life to any city we want in the world.
I love how Tristan...
Yeah, you could do that. What? Connect them with a cable and drive all 50 of them at the same time as some kind of a car centipede. What the fuck are you talking about? Drive into every city. What? It's like people thinking they're Joker. These people think they're actual GTA 5, GTA 6, or GTA in general, main characters. Huh? And if it's funny that they compare it to 6, because in 6 there are two main characters, same as two brothers, right? But the two main characters are dating. So it's like that Island Boys or whatever, whoever two brothers were kissing on camera or whatever.
is like, I'm not a fan of games.
I don't want to
that
go
let you
there.
shoot cops. I think that's bad for society. Meanwhile, me and my brother, we live GTA in the real
Oh
world
yeah,
every
true.
single day.
Are you high right now? What?
my guy, you can't have both. You can't say people who play GTA 6 are losers and then try to say we live this life every single
Yeah.
day. You should follow what we say because we're.
I mean, isn't that their point? They say a lot of things that if you put side by side, they'll be hypocritical, right? And they would never have a following if people just listen to them fully. No, there are like quotes that are being taken out of context that mostly, there are a couple of them that are just obvious truth for the world, and then some that are outlandish, but because there is some truth, in your brain you might think, you know what, he's not that bad. I heard he's the maybe worst person. Not in the world, probably not. But, like, I heard he's bad, but maybe he's not that bad, because there's some things he said I agree with. And that's how it kind of gets you. It gets his foot in your door, and you just succumb to his bold charms and 50 card. I don't know.
As cool as the people in the GTA game that you play. Your children and grandchildren won't care about your video game accomplishments. Yeah. Let's see what the two-time thinks about that statement.
If you're going to dedicate...
I don't know what that's about, but Dr. Disrespect.
GTA game that you play. Your children...
Okay. Your children and grandchildren won't care about your video game because when they are a brokey in a society with zero social mobility. Okay. If I'm playing video games, why do they have zero social mobility? What does that even mean? A brokey. It's a dumbass word. Inside a truly hardened system where every dollar is digital and you cannot move without having a permit. Okay. Is he talking about future being like Arstotzka? What is he talking about? They won't want to hear about how good you are at video games. You have Cobra Tate. Oh my. Such a terrible handle, I think it's called. No. You know who likes video games a lot? Children. And if you have your children, you can show them some video games. Especially if you played them since you were a child. You would know which games would be better. Or maybe like which developers would be better to like show your young kids, and then maybe when they grow up some other ones, without showing them GTA at age 3. And then that could be your hobby. You can play with them, you can spend time with your children. But I understand that he doesn't get that because his dad didn't spend time with him, probably. I won't say allegedly, but I never heard any. I just wanted to make a joke. Don't sue me.
Won't care about your video game accomplishments. Yeah. Let's see what the two-time thinks about that statement.
If you're going to dedicate time on a computer console to try and build up digital cards and digital fake money in a digital fake world, why not spend the same time on a computer console building up real cars and real money in the real world? I don't understand.
Look,
I can't use my computer to build cars. What are you on about?
you, partner, you're pathetic. There you are buying virtual horses in Red Dead 2. When you could be buying real horses in the real world. You could be building a real stable. You could be shoveling manure in the real world. Instead of living
Hell yeah, brother.
in one of them fancy schmancy video games. $2 billion. 10 years of development. It's all on the screen, folks. This guy says, what's the problem? This looks good. Yeah, that's what I...
Yeah, it does look good. But I find it funny to say, like, no. They didn't spend 10 years of development, $2 billion on a screenshot. There is a game there. It's not all on the screen when it's just a static image of some beach. Oh, a Vice City beach. I hate seas!
I'm saying.
Sorry.
Just check the replies.
It appears they don't allow people of color in this community.
I just checked the replies. And yes, there is a clan meeting down there.
Yeah,
like I
I thought so. Russia, where I am, in case you didn't know, is a very racist country. Like, quite extremely, very... No matter. And when GTA trailer came out, there were a lot of comments under it that when they were posted on Russian websites that were saying those things. Not all of them, obviously. Like, not everyone is racist. I'm not racist. Which is weird to say because it's kind of... I'm not racist, but no. I'm not defending myself in any way. It's just that there were a lot of, like, extreme stuff. But I never thought about my country as being in any way progressive. But but if you live in, like, the US, an actual first world country, it's such a bizarre thing. I don't know.
Everyone bitching about GTA 6 right now is doing it for some kind of grift. But using the power of racism to grift impressions and engagement?
It's a bold strategy.
The power of racism in the palm of my hand.
It's so tiresome. At this point, I'm not sure what to be more
Wait,
worried.
is it just all
It's all
black people? Every screenshot is just black person? Okay.
also tiresome. At this
I think that's the
point,
same
I'm not
person
sure
as
what
well.
to be more worried about. The fact that you made a collage of every black person in the trailer, you actually took time out of your day to do that, or the insinuation that seeing black...
Also, one of the defense that I've seen on Russian and not only Russian websites about, like, so many black people in the trailer is that it's technically like Vice City is technically like a copy or taken from Miami, right? And in that area, there's a lot of Hispanic and black people. Like the majority is Hispanic and black people, and then there's like small amount of white people. So, like percentage in comparison to average in the U.S., it's most of the U.S. Is smaller for white people. So like even statistically, it would make sense. I think, right? But I don't know. It's just dumb.
Is tiresome. My boy Commander Carl asked the question on everyone's mind.
I can get being angry about like the Netflix Cleopatra thing that was some time ago, because they were trying to say that it's a documentary. That's how it happened. That was real, and she was black. Like I can understand being not racist, but calling them out on their bullshit. But it's a fictional world. It's even if it is kind of based on reality, very, very small amount of it based on reality. More like a parallel universe, parallel reality more than actual reality that we live in. But so why give a shit?
Black people
it's
in
a game.
Is
don't have to be
tiresome for
racist
you?
or mad.
Dare check the replies. One of my favorite tweets out of all of this. What the fuck is up with the extreme, unchecked racism on this app?
That's one of the reasons I want Twitter gone. But I don't think it's
blatant.
like I don't think it's gonna help
They're
anyone.
just flat out saying, yeah, we don't like black people in video games. What?
No. I saw some replies that were shown, and I think that the in video games part does not necessarily need to be said. I don't think they like black people in general. That's a bigger issue. You don't like them in video games? Fine. At least IRL, you're not being racist. Oops. I don't know.
Oh, God. Can you imagine how tiresome it would be if there was a GTA game, let alone 2, where you actually played as a black guy? Oh, my God. That would just... Oh. It would be so exhausting. On the real, though, can you imagine...
To be fair to one of those games, it's one of 3 characters that's black. So, majority is white, so people were... Those people, not all people, not what I'm saying, just those people maybe were happy, or maybe they weren't, I don't know.
People would be saying on Twitter...
Maybe they weren't even born yet when GTA 5 came out. Never mind San Andreas.
America. I thought people played video games to escape reality. How do we tell them? No.
What?
No, it can't be. Wait a minute.
Again, it's not a documentary.
Grand Theft Auto is the parody of America? Always has been. We've had video games for like over 40 years, and there's people that still don't get it. They still don't understand that video games can be an escape from reality and an extension of it.
The truth is, a lot of the people who detract from these games...
And still, it's still an escape to another reality. Like, anything you do on your computer in that video game, even if it's a carbon copy of our reality, like it would be just Life Simulator, anything you do in there, you're not doing in real life. So you're still escaping reality, maybe to do different things. Like, Usually people escape reality because they're unhappy, or maybe unhappy about something specific in their life. Maybe they want to try a different job and they play Sims to like create a character to apply to a different job and see how it works there, or whatever, right? So it is escape. I agree that it's also like extension of our reality, but overall, it's still at least partially an escape from the real reality.
Or their most outspoken critics don't actually play them, and certainly aren't the target market. They don't
Yes,
seem to
that's
play
the
up
thing.
fact or understand that it's humorous, that this is a fictionalized take on reality, that's the same sort of thing that you would see in a movie like Scarface or Carlito's Way, classic mobster films like Heat, or even The Godfather. You don't hear people talking about how terrible The Godfather is, and it's no different in terms of the bloodshed and level of violence.
Whoa! It's kind of like movies or documentaries, pretty much every single type of media on the planet.
Here I disagree, because here, unlike movies, unlike books, any kind of type of other media, here you take control of the thing. And especially if depends on the game, obviously, but in, like, if you're talking about GTA, you're made to kill people, not necessarily cops, besides the point, but you need to kill people, and maybe someone wouldn't be happy about it. But the thing about critics not playing games, that is true. Like, most people who are most vocal about hating a game or hating something, not all of them probably, but most of those people never gonna play that anyway. So for me, it's weird when companies go extra mile to appease those people, but it's not people who play the game, it's just people who scream and critique the game for having something or not having something, and then they like change that to appease those people, making the game worse for people who are actually playing the game. Like, that's the most weird thing to me.
Good God. Also, shouldn't this be a compliment that the place GTA 6 is based on, Miami, looks like the place it's based on with accurate demographics?
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Resident Evil 5
That's like statistically accurate.
It's set in Africa and there's black zombies. And now it's GTA 6.
Yeah, I remember that. Goddamn.
Miami and there's black people. So in a response to this screenshot with all the black people in the GTA 6 trailer, here comes Ian Miles Dawn.
Oh no,
says,
not again.
You can shoot all of them. What the fuck is up with the extreme unchecked racism on this app?
Maybe he didn't realize that it's specifically, that collage was made specifically to hate black people. Maybe he just talking about that you have an option to shoot any character in the game, anyone you want. I'm trying to be devil's advocate for him, but even that sounds bad. I don't know.
So let me get this straight. You're willing to write guides on how to kill and evade virtual cops in GTA, but now shooting cops is icky and it crosses the line. However, you're totally fine with being able to shoot all the black people you want. You don't actually believe a goddamn thing, dude. It's all just a grift. GTA 6 main character is a trans woman, claims fake rumor.
No.
People make up stuff for rage clicks. Quite the meta title, huh?
The new rumors circulating after the release of the GTA 6 trailer is that the protagonist is in fact not female, as many people have suspected, but is.
Was there ever official word about that?
Grand Theft Auto 6 is trans.
Especially on the day after
fun, just absolutely not
the trailer
true.
leaked
the
and
comes
all
from
that.
Basically nowhere.
By the way, the rumor he's referencing comes from a Reddit post with 0 upvotes. I don't even think that classifies as a rumor.
Is that it?
That's a myth. You've upgraded to myth. Despite acknowledging that this rumor is basically nonsense, he's still trying to spin his audience a yarn about how it might kind of be woke because you play as a woman.
You've got the people complaining that it's a female protagonist, and I gotta be honest with you. You know, personally, I don't want to play a female character. It's not. I don't know if it really matters, but It's kind of weird in my mind. Like, this.
Okay. I partially agree with him. A small amount. If there is a character creator, I don't know why, but I have more fun and like feel better about creating a male character because I am a male and playing instead of creating a female character, playing as a female. I don't know why, that's just how my brain works. I'm enjoying the game more if I'm created just a male character. But if a game kind of forces me to play as a woman, or like the game doesn't have a character creator, it's just you play as this character and that character happens to be a woman, I have no problems with it. Like at all. I don't have problems playing as a woman. It just, for some reason in my mind, when I make a character, it always has to be male. I don't know. I'm not sexist. It's just, maybe it's easier to self-insert, even if I don't think I'm self-inserting myself into games, but subconsciously. Like saying, I don't know, using correct pronouns that I would use for myself in real life, using for my character in games when I talk about them and think about them, whatever. Maybe that's kind of like the loop in my mind. I don't know.
This lady's gonna run into a random guy in the street and punch him, and he's gonna go down. Nah, come on.
This is entertainment?
Have you,
what?
Bro, have you ever played a fighting game? Chun-Li's thighs would like a word with you.
Yo, if your average woman ran up to your average guy and swung a fist at him, it's not gonna hurt him. Okay, so you play as...
That is untrue. It's true that on average, men are stronger than women, right? It's just biology because we like, men are on average are taller and all that nonsense. I don't know why I said nonsense. All that. But you will feel it if you get punched. You're not, because of like you having +1 strength while the woman, you having let's say similar numbers, +2 strength, and the woman has +1 strength, you're stronger than her, and when she punches you, it's 0 damage. That's not how that works. You will still feel it. Also, it depends where you get punched. What if it's in the balls? Even a child can punch you in the balls and you'll feel it. Like, it doesn't make sense. You won't feel it. I'm such a man. I'm such a man. Any woman can punch me and I won't even feel it. Cool. I wanted to name a woman and I couldn't remember. Ronda Rousey, for example. She can punch you, right? You won't feel it because she's a woman. Doesn't matter that she was a UFC champion. Like, no. Gina Carano, no, that's not gonna happen. No, whatever.
This character, you run up and punch a random guy, and then he just clocks you in the face one time. You go down wasted. You lose all your HP instantly, and then you wake up outside the hospital.
Also, throughout all these clips...
So fucking stupid. That's not how anything works.
Of people saying it's woke because you play as a female. They all seem to ignore the obvious Bonnie and Clyde theme that Rockstar is going for. Like
when I did a reaction on the trailer and I was like, huh, interesting, would there be 2 main characters? And when I found out after I watched it, after I was watching other people react to it and stuff like that, when I heard more information generally about it, and when I found out that there are 2 characters and they're a couple, I was immediately like, oh, it's like Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing is gonna be happening. Maybe, what is the movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? I'm not sure if that's about bandits, but it's like a little power couple kind of thing. I don't know.
They just kind of ignore that Lucia is only one of 2 playable protagonists and that you can play as a man. I love how Tim in a different clip says this.
All I do is I get the cheat codes. What I love doing, and I think it's GTA 5, is activating Super Punch and Super Jump and Invincibility. And then I just have the guy run around and punch people and they go boom and they go flying. That's all I care about. I never once have ever played GTA in any legitimate way. I always just run around and do random nonsense.
I mean, that's fair. If that's what you enjoy, you enjoy. But you can't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna punch someone to like go flying. Is it because you're playing as a guy and you can't use those cheats as a woman because you will be weak, you can't use invincibility? Like, what the fuck? Man, you're critiquing a game that you haven't played properly? Or not going to play properly?
He admits that he plays GTA 5 with the most ridiculous cheats turned on that allow him to punch people and send them flying miles away. But the second that a female is able to punch a dude and the dude goes down, that's when his imagination...
That's unrealistic. That's done.
Man. Now we're getting into woke territory.
Right now, the real
Man must punch people and they go flying.
Want GTA
like,
6.
You can hear him say whatever the fuck he wants, but I can't stop looking at the fucking katana behind him. And imagine him standing with it. I am your angle and your devil. Like, what?
Now the real story
Like,
is
he's just an incel.
that people want GTA 6 to be woke.
Yeah, who on earth would do that? Who on earth would want this game to be woke? What sort of content creators would profit most?
People really, really want the narrative because the narrative drives clicks. The rumor is that the protagonist is transgender. I love it. I wish it were true, and I could
Why?
I could run the headline just like they did because it gets a lot of clicks.
So,
but if you wish you were true, let's say it was true, then that wouldn't be like clickbait. That would be actual thing. But I'm just saying.
You want the thing that your audience hates
to be true.
In the game,
yeah.
So you can tell your audience why they should hate it.
Because it gets a lot of clicks.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's a hypocrite, man. Or a dumbass, I don't know.
It's
Grifter. All right, I want to throw this last minute
Oh,
edit in.
hello.
It's all right if you play GTA with cheats, you don't do the main story, and you just fuck around. That's totally...
Okay, my question is, what stage is this? I think he has more beard here than he did in the... Where was it? Where was the sponsor? Where was the Oh, there it is. I think he's a bit... What was it? 24? Yeah. So this is after he recorded the sponsor. I guess maybe after editing it. Or during editing it. And then this. What is the timeline? He looked like this, he made a video, then he needed to record a sponsor segment, but he shaved, but, well, it doesn't matter. And he recorded that, and then after, when he was editing it, he thought of something else to say, and then came back. Is that the timeline? No matter.
Is what this
fucking story.
I feel like anything they
Wait.
Recent.
I was expecting him to see him in the thing forever. There we go.
A lot of clicks.
This last minute edit.
There we go.
It's all right if you play GTA with cheats, you don't do the main story, and you just fuck around. That's totally fine.
Yeah, enjoy what you enjoy.
Can't
Play however
critique
you
the
want.
game on a deeper level.
Yes.
If you don't engage with it on a deeper level.
Yes.
Okay? Bathrobe man out. You see, people like this want to appear like they stand against woke culture invading the media they love, but in truth, Tim is a person who thrives and profits off of woke culture.
Yeah.
Because it gets a lot of clicks.
Which is why he brazenly admits that he wants Lucia to be trans so he can make videos on why you should be mad about that. This is like toilet bowl content, man. Now, if you actually wanted to make
Slop,
an argument
if you will.
GTA 6 and Rockstar is getting woke, there are a couple articles that talk about certain things, like them removing some transgender jokes and cleaning up their frat boy culture. That's an argument you should probably be citing instead of this fucking rumor from a Reddit post with 0 upvotes. Fans worry GTA 6
Also, is that real that they were getting that, taking that out?
We'll play just a
Was
little
that
bit
proved,
for
or
you
is that
guys
also a
of the,
rumor?
GTA 6 trailer, and then we'll talk about the game getting woke.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
bad luck, I guess.
All right, I'm just gonna say it right away. The game literally starts off with 2 women of color in prison. That's basically it. And then it just shows you a bunch of shots. But there's concerns.
What, dude?
Was that the entire point?
Did you watch 20 seconds of this trailer and it's just like, all right, let's talk about minorities now.
That's basically it. And then it just shows you a bunch of shots.
Then it just shows a bunch of shots. Yeah, about the world. About the game that we're all interested in seeing. And yet Tim is looking at this like, women, minorities on screen does not.
I guess it's because they
Major
both
question
had
is whether or not the upcoming
talked,
game
so
will
they're
be
relatively
woke,
important
which
to the
refers to a
story.
heavy focus on political correctness and social justice commentary.
Check out this article that he's referencing.
A heavy focus on.
So it's a katana, but it's like crisscrossed with a gun. Huh. And an electric guitar, and I think something else, or that could be just wires. I don't know if you can if you tried to make your like background wall look more like a wall of an incel asylum, I feel like you couldn't do more than that.
Political correctness and social justice commentary.
I just don't think you could.
This article that he's referencing, many players are concerned about the recent trend among game developers to include socio-political commentary in their games, which may seem out of place at times.
But it's GTA. It was always there.
It's Grand Theft Auto. It
Yeah.
would be more concerning if there wasn't socio-political commentary in a fucking Rockstar game. Yet
Yeah.
none of these dingleberries would know that because none of them actually play through the fucking story.
Oh yeah.
I feel like anytime they remake something, they just are like, and you know what this needs? Some gender queerty and just some more LGBT. Like, is this what anyone who plays this game wants?
You know, maybe this is me throwing
Kind of, because it's a
frying pan.
parody on the real
GTA
world.
6 to do what GTA has always done: satirize and parody
Yes.
American culture in all its different forms. Woke culture
Like,
is part of a
it could not be more obvious. Maybe like if GTA 5 was coming out and there was a trailer that just shows like a few scenes and like Michael talking or whatever, that would be one thing. But here, there are actual parodies, but there are parodies of already existing in real life TikToks and other videos. You looking at that, you would think, oh, I've never played these games, never heard about it. That would be hard to believe, but I've never played the game, so I'm not sure what they're about exactly. But it seems like they're parodying the real world. So if there will be social and political or socio-political commentary, it's probably going to be parody on the real world social political commentary. You know? Like it's an obvious trailer about parody.
And I hope they make fun of it. I hope they also make fun of conservatives who are overly concerned about violence in video games for the 7 millionth time.
This is
Yeah.
entertainment?
It's time to strike back at those people.
I want there to be racist characters like Herbert Moon.
And it's all the fault of the Jewish, British, Catholic, homosexual elite and their ideas.
You know how satisfying it was to see him die in Undead Nightmare?
People have already commented when they found out
I
that
didn't
the
watch
main
it.
character is going
I
to be
didn't
a
play
single
the
mom.
first Red Dead
They were
Redemption.
like, oh boy.
Never
Love
mind
how
the
he tries to
DLC.
paint single mom as like a controversial description.
I missed that
People
because I was
have
thinking about
already
Undead
commented
Nightmare.
when they found out that the main character is going to be a single mom. They were like, oh boy.
I love how he tries to paint single mom
Is
as
that
like
true
a
even?
controversial descriptor for a character when one of the
I think Rockstar actively avoids, most of the time, having children in their games. Because the games that they made are already have to be played, technically, when you're 18+, right? They're for mature audience, so usually there is only mature audience inside the games as well. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 had at least a child, maybe a couple of childs. But I don't remember GTA having, like, an actual child. There's... Like, Michael had kids in 5, but they were kind of... I think they both were over 18. I could be wrong.
main characters for Red Dead Redemption is a murderous outlaw avoiding child support. This is why you don't listen to
Oh, yeah, I
people
guess
who
first
talk
they
about
also
video
had a kid,
games who
yeah.
don't actually play the video games they're talking about.
Well, they needed more representation in video games. They've just been crying out for it for years.
What I don't understand is why these companies do this, because they know that's not their target audience. That's not what their viewership or usership wants.
Rockstar typically does representation and diversity extremely well.
Yeah.
At the cast of Red Dead 2. Diversity and representation becomes a huge positive for a game like that.
I don't even think this is the best example you could have, because Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018, where there was already a lot of social political commentary on minorities and diversity in any kind of media. We can go all the way back to 2006. I could be wrong about the year, but I think I am not. Where San Andreas came out. And there were a lot of minorities there. There were a lot of Afro-Americans and like Hispanic people. There were a lot of non-whites, let's say that. And it was all the way in 2006, which is quite early. Like, it's relatively early days of internet. Not everyone had it. I didn't have it. I'm not an American though, so it's still Rockstar did it years and years ago. So what, are you gonna call them woke now because they have a woman as a playable character, and not because for the last, at this point, almost 18 years, I don't know which month San Andreas came out in, but it's at least going to be 18 years since San Andreas came out. They've been like diversifying kind of their character roster, let's say it that way. Again, for 18 years. Now is no different. It doesn't matter if it's a woman, because there were women in, like, I think in DLCs for 4 or something like that. I haven't played those, but I've heard that was a thing, and people of color were main characters again, at least since 2006. Maybe there was something else earlier as well, but I'm not sure. Rockstar are doing it for years. Screaming at them now will do nothing. Just because it's a woman or a single mother or whatever it is, it's not adding much to what they already made. In all the GTAs, additional and Red Dead Redemptions, it doesn't matter. Move on.
It's written so well, and the characters are believable within the setting and time period. They offer a different slice of life.
Like, just purely from a financial point of view, you would think, huh, my users hate when I do this, and they don't buy my game. I'm gonna stop doing this.
Maybe they think the game is so good, the franchise is so good, it's gonna sell no matter what.
What the fuck is that? Why do you have a UFO on the magnetic fucking thing under it? So it kind of spins and flies? Why? How does that add into anything you're talking about?
And they want to indoctrinate and give another perspective on life. Like, have you ever thought, hey, 15-year-old boy, have you ever thought what it was like to be a ex-convict single mother? You should.
Yeah. What a good point. Hey, imagine they would be like, hey, 15-year-old boy, have you imagined being like 1800s gunslinger? That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Oh, wait. Hey, 15-year-old boy, how about arriving into a city that, as a black person, you arrive into a city and you're like welcomed by your friends because it's the city you were born in, but then you moved out and now you're moving back in to see how it changed and rekindle old connections and stuff. Oh wait, again, that's San Andreas. What? You are a convict. It's the name of the game is Grand Theft Auto. That's a crime. About stealing cars. Games now evolved. The series evolved, and it's not just you stealing cars. I don't think it ever was. I don't think it ever was. God damn it! It never has been that. But only that, I mean. But still. What is that? What does shit take? Let us talk about something we know nothing about. We're not gonna research anything about that and spew nonsense. God.
They're obviously trying to frame this Hispanic single mother ex-convict as a negative or as woke.
Yeah.
And that's like a really intriguing premise to me. It's not so
it
different
is,
from a
yeah.
premise like Red Dead Redemption, right? How does
It isn't that much different than Redemption. That second Red Dead Redemption is my favorite Rockstar game. It's the second one I've ever beat that was made by them. Again, I beat only out of GTAs. I only beat 5. I never beat LA Noire, and I never played Bully. I'm not. I can't remember if there's more series they have. Series LA Noire and Bully are both one games. Series the size of one, But still, whatever.
This life of crime
We're almost
affect
done.
the child of said
I love these videos, but
yes,
God.
explore that. Hey, anybody ever watch The
Like,
Sopranos?
I can
or
only-
fucking Breaking Bad? Well,
I can only take so much
that's
stupidity.
about all the steaming hot takes I can take for one day. I'm going to go pour acid on my face so I
Yeah,
never
notice
have
his
to look at Twitter again. But thank you all for
streams
watching. Hope
or
you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if
cut
you did,
down, I
and
think.
subscribe to the Act Man for more awesome content. Don't forget to check out BetterHelp in the description and pinned comment. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace.
Yeah, that's how he does. Anyway, oh my God. Oh, love it. Love it. I'm getting angry at this. For no reason, because it's pretty much just words on the screen. Or stupid people on the screen. And my God. A lot of takes. We went through them all. We survived. I wonder what I said during this video that would maybe infuriated someone. I want to know in the comments. Because that probably did happen. And I feel like I didn't finish half of my thoughts and just moved on. Because that's how my ADHD brain works. Or doesn't work, more accurately. Anyway. How long has it been? Oh, it's over an hour. Poggers. Double the length of the video. Anyway. Thank you everybody for watching this. I appreciate it a lot. I hope to see you next time, and goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.